But I want to get into a special PSA. We feel like we have an artist up here that can go ahead and relate with you about his experiences with merchandising, branding. I'll let it speak for itself.
What up, everybody? Shout out to everybody right now at the Network Music Conference. You're doing the right thing, first of all. Before we get started, you're networking, and that is one of the most important things when it comes to any kind of business, is networking. Your network is your net worth. For those that don't know me, my name is Berner. I'm an independent artist out of the Bay Area. I want to share a little knowledge and a little game with y'all real quick before you guys get your day finished up, and let you know one of the most important things about the rap industry, in my opinion, and that is merchandise and branding. I'm an independent artist, like I said. I got about 27 albums under my belt. I have no radio play. I've never been on the radio. I've been on Sirius maybe just in the last year or so, but I've been able to build a brand. Not just my merchandise, but I've been able to build a brand because of music, and that brand is now a $10 million a year company and keeps rising. You know, the most important thing I would say is definitely find your identity, and not your identity about who you are as a person, but find your logo, your identity. Cookies is my identity. You see the logo right here on my hand, and I put this thing on everything. I started a real life clothing brand from it. I started here in California, as you know, the marijuana laws are different than out there in Florida, but I started a marijuana empire off cookies and built everything around it, and that all started and stemmed from music. So, you know, one of the most important things I would say is find your identity, which in other words would be your logo. Find a logo, and when you brand yourself, brand your logo with you. That way when people see it, they identify it with yourself. A lot of people don't understand, but you know, from touring and merchandise, you can build a beautiful career for yourself. When you go do a show, you might make 3 times as much off merchandise as you would for your actual paid gig, and that's important. You know, what I've noticed from the last 10 years in the music business is that people want to buy into you. They want to know who you are, so let them into your life. You know, social media is very important. Being real with your fans, interacting with your fans is very important, and that's what I think separates myself personally from a lot of other artists that I might have met along the road and through the years, is that, you know, engagement with your fans is priceless. So with that being said, keep in mind, it's not always about that song you're making, it's not always about radio play, about that single, about who you're getting featured on the record. It's about building yourself, building your brand, and structuring your career around touring, merchandise, branding, and other businesses. Music is a platform for a lot of other things. You know, music is why we're all here. This is why I'm speaking to y'all, but at the same time, you could branch off and, you know, really build something nice for you and your family. So I just want to share a little bit of game with y'all. Much love from California. It's your boy Berner. I hope everybody soaks up some game today. Shout out to Steve LaBelle and everybody else that had me reach out. Yeah.
Thank you, Berner.
The network.